Good morning, everyone. When it comes to distance learning, what do you think of?
Google Meet, Google Classroom, and Google Documents.
Online quizzes, random roll calls, or nobody's there.
As students and teachers, I believe you will be interested in our research topic, distance learning in the age of COVID-19 pandemic in Tainan. This is our outline. To stop the spread of the virus, the government lowered the social association among students. In the dilemma of no access to vaccine and students' health, the idea of distance learning was adopted. As a result of these measures, many schools and universities were forced to switch to online classes. Since this was the first time we took online classes, our experience wasn't great. Thus, we wanted to change this. We did this by finding out the problems with it and the solutions to it. We divided our research into three main categories: the experience of distance learning, the pros and cons of distance learning, and the solutions to the challenges it brings. Our inspiration for distance learning was sparked from articles in English Reading and Writing Practice, SDGs goals promoted by the United Nations. The fourth goal, which was mainly about the right to education, led us to move over the quality of distance learning. Throughout the whole process of conducting the research, many of the skills we used were taught in these three subjects.
To figure out whether senior high school students were able to absorb the knowledge, and to find out the pros and cons for distance learning, we designed a questionnaire and conducted interviews. 137 students participated in our questionnaire, and 8 teachers from different public and private high schools and vocational high schools were interviewed. Here are photos of our interviews. Teacher 1 teaches electrical engineering in public vocational high school, and Teacher 2 teaches science in private high school. Now I'm going to share the findings and discussions. We researched the learning experience of major subjects and non-academic subjects. In major subjects, 81 students agreed that they had an acceptable learning experience. However, it was not as effective as traditional learning. On the other hand, only 9 students agreed that they had a better learning experience. In non-academic subjects, 51 students agreed that they had an acceptable learning experience. The biggest difference is that more students agreed that they had a similar learning experience to traditional learning. In major subjects, not being able to do live operations led to a worse learning experience. However, highly self-disciplined students are suitable for it. In non-academic subjects, it is much easier to learn with videos or online resources, and the learning experience depended mainly on the resources provided by the teachers. With the advantages of distance learning, both teachers and students agree that distance learning can cut down the time and cost for commuting, and the learning and teaching environment was much more comfortable. For students, they have access to information at any time. For teachers, they were happy about spending less time on class management, and the pandemic was under control.
However, distance learning also brought a lot of disadvantages. With the access to the internet and not being monitored by teachers, students tend to have lower interaction during class. For instance, students sleeping, playing games, or cheating on quizzes are commonly seen in almost every online course. Moreover, some teachers have found that distance learning made it unable to keep track of students' learning status, and the equipment used during distance learning is too complex for them to understand. In order to improve the quality of distance learning, both teachers and students agree that adding interactive games, random roll calls, turning on microphones or cameras would enhance the quality of distance learning. It could not only increase the interaction, but also entertainment in class. Some teachers believe that raising the difficulty of exams would make students focus more, while some students think that increasing the amount of group tasks and assignments would enhance the quality of distance learning. In summary, both teachers and students have found that distance learning did not meet their expectations, but they have devised various ways to adapt. And both of them believe that the main element to improve the quality of online education is to increase the interaction among others. And the biggest advantage is to reduce commuting time and cost, while the biggest challenge is students' inattentiveness.
Throughout the research, we collected many data and methods on how to improve distance learning. Therefore, we have some suggestions. We recommend that schools or government establish a community for teachers to share their experience and provide IT training courses. As for students, they should participate actively during class, turn in their homework on time, and follow digital etiquette. We believe the above suggestions will help make distance learning better. Here are our references and photo credits. This is the end of our presentation. Thanks for listening.